Hello, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Louise. My channel is a haul most Saturdays at 5 o'clock, and then I just upload things randomly in between depending on what's going on in my life at the time. When the camera comes on, I tend to talk a lot. If that's the sort of thing you like background noise. Don't forget to subscribe down below, give me a like and a comment if you want about anything. Don't think I've been in the comments a little bit for a while. I will try my best to get back on top of things when I can. It's just one of those things. Okay, so today is Wednesday the 8th. Wednesday, yeah, it's 8th of February, no, March. It's the 8th of March. And I was supposed to do this video yesterday. When I say supposed to, I can do it whenever I want, but I was going to do it yesterday, but yesterday was an extremely bad day and I just couldn't stop crying. Even just like getting a camera out, I was crying, so I knew there was just no point. There was just no way I was going to get through the video. You know, I may cry now, but I'm not going to be as bad as I was yesterday, so I just thought I'd tell you basically what I did Saturday. I mean, I did pop into a shop Sunday with Blossom, so I was going to do the haul, but I just keeping you updated with what was going on as well. So no, it was Saturday. Why do I think so? Okay, my head's all over the place. It's hard to keep a thought straight. Plus my fibro, so words coming out of my mouth is a challenge anyway, as you know if you've been here for a while. So it was Saturday. I didn't say that very confidently, did I? It was Saturday. I'd missed a call from the vet, so I was pretty sure that it would be to say to pick Chip up. I couldn't phone back. Turns out there'd been a letter I didn't know about. Well, I knew about the letter. When these things happen, you get letters from the vets and the crematorium and stuff, and I just, denial, whatever it is, I just told you I was gonna cry. Still, yesterday was worse, trust me, yesterday was worse. I can't open them, so Corey deals with all that. But he didn't tell me Chip was ready to be picked up, but I had a feeling, so I asked Blossom Blossom had asked me if I wanted to go out with her and the boyfriend during the day. I say the boyfriend, why did I say the boyfriend? Her boyfriend. They were going out somewhere, but I didn't want to go. So I just said, if you're free though, could you take me down to pick Chip up? I have this weird shopping list. It's a shopping list of random things that I can't get in town. Let me give you an example. Balsamic and oil bottles. I wanted some bottles, plastic bottles, you know, you see on TV. You know when you see on TV, like they usually put like pancake mix in it and you squeeze it out. I thought it would be good because I have oil in the cupboard and you always get oil on the outside of the bottle and then you're constantly cleaning it, so I thought maybe that would work for that. And the balsamic vinegar always comes in a bottle where you can't pour just a little bit out, it like splurges out. So anyway, weird way my brain works. See, cooking brush I wanted. I've got a silicone one, hate it, didn't want a silicone one, can only find silicone ones everywhere. Snacks, just generally snacks. You know that I'm frugal with my money as much as possible, and a lot of the times I just don't want to pay the prices. I thought maybe Home Bargains, B&M, that type of thing would be the better place to go. Forks, randomly, I don't know where the forks in this house are going. And cactus soil. I have a cactus. There's 3 parts coming off it. I guess he had babies. He had babies. She. It would be a she, wouldn't it? And needs replanting, but I need cactus oil. Can't get it in the shops anyway. So I just thought I'd take this random list, see if Blossom will pop in B&M. So we went into Home Bargains. We went into Home, but I don't like B&M much. We went into Home Bargains, had a good look around everything. We're having a long chat anyway because we don't see each other that often, but when we do, we chat for hours. So we went to try and find all this stuff up. Didn't come up with any of it. Came out of the shop with stuff, obviously, like you do, but I don't think I've come out of the shop with any of this. We'd been in there for a while, and then we went to go and pick Chip up. I was busting for a wee at that point, and I knew that the range was somewhere you can go. Just because it was just one of them random things. One of the times I was at the vet's, some child wanted a wee and they wouldn't let them because they can't let them go in the staff toilets, and this person kicks up a bit of a fuss. So I knew that there was toilets in the range, just a random. Wow. Is it me or is my mind spinning more than usual? So I just said to Blossom, can we go in there because I need to go for a wee? Picked a couple of bits up. Actually, was it both off the list? Yes. 2 items actually off the list. That's all we managed to get off the list. I have my list. Let's do the haul first, and then I don't know. We'll see where my brain goes. So went into Home Bargains. It was the right one. Home Bargains. Spent £17.52 in there, and then the range I spent £3.48. I'm going to do my best to figure this list out as we go down. I'll give you prices of things because I always do that anyway. And if there was the heating, I forgot to turn the heating off. I'm going to have to turn that off in a minute. It's got so cold today. It snowed on my way to work. It was snowing. A bit later on when like it got light and I could see through the window down the bottom, it was, I mean, the whole length of the store I could see the snow because the flakes have got so thick. It's actually raining now, so it's not settling, which is good, but it's so cold. I've been suffering with 12 in here. I mean, what's the time? It's 4 o'clock. I've been in here for hours at 12 and it's just so cold. I've got to put the heating on, take the edge off. So the edge is off now. We're at 15. Yeah, just 15. So again, that was totally off tangent, wasn't it? Okay, let's do the haul. Then I'll tell you about the rest of the day, and it'll probably get emotional because that's me. So first thing is the mop. I've wanted a mop for a while, right? When I mop the floor, these are the mops I actually like. Just a basic mop. I don't like any of the fancy ones. I've tried more expensive ones and they just don't do the job for me. But my flooring stays so wet for so long. I bought one of these before where you just buy like the mop heads, and it came with one of like this, because this is like a tight cotton stuff. It's tightly woven, and the other one isn't tightly woven, so it's really good for drying things after, so we don't have to wait so many hours before we can use the room. But at the moment I've only got one mop, so I have to like mop and then twist the head off and then put it on the other one, and it's just a palaver. So I just wanted another mop, and I've looked all through the town. Used to be able to get these in like pound store and stuff, can't get them anywhere, so I just picked this one in there. It was £1.99, so double the price that I've ever paid for a mop before. But you know, with prices going up, I guess that's probably normal price for it now. But it's the only place I could find one for that price. Everywhere else way more expensive. So just a basic mop. I'm thinking I should have got 2 now, but too late. Right, found this. Now I randomly do one of those things, you know, when you're on Facebook. I'm on a lot of those like budget sites. Yeah, what a shock, me being on a budget site. They post things that they find in different shops that are good prices, and they posted these. Apparently these are £9. There's 3 in the range, but my store only had this one, and it's 49p. So it's tattoo care. Now I know I'm definitely going to be getting a tattoo. Don't know when it's going to happen. When the time is right, it will. But I just thought for 49p it wouldn't hurt just to have it in. It's a vegan one, and it's got an SPF 15 in it. It's just a protecting daily moisturiser. I think it keeps like the colours going really good. If they'd had the rest, I would have got the other items as well, because you know, tattoo care products can get really expensive. So I just picked the one that they did have up. Maybe I'll go there another time and they'll have another one. So just, you know, when I do have the tattoo, it will be ready for that. Picked up some floor stuff. Now I never use this. I just use like washing up liquid because of the dogs. You know, there's too many products in the things, and I didn't want to harm them, so I just never bought this sort of stuff. So Blossom with me, and she buys some of these. Now I do like Flash anyway. It is a product I enjoy using. There was quite a few choices, and I decided to buy Carba soda because I know that's good for a lot of things. Eucalyptus scent, it was okay. We did go with a couple of them. We just went with the scent, and this was the best one out of the choices as well. And it's £1.99, so hopefully it'll work. My flooring is this flooring, which doesn't need mopping right now. It's not smooth surface. The patterns like dented in, and you always have the bit that looks cleaner on the outside, and then where it's being worn, it doesn't seem to get clean. So I'm hoping that that might help to get that up. And I don't know if it'll work or not, but that's the idea. Tissues. This is another item I feel like my lighting is terrible in here. I'm sorry about that. I feel like I should have got more than one packet. I can't remember the price. Bear with me. 99p. It is a thinner packet than the other ones. I didn't look at. Usually, you know, you can check on the back. It'll have like the measurements and things, so I don't know if that's a good price or not, but it's 99p. It's the balsam ones because they're always good having them on it. It's just softer. Snacks was on my list. I barely came out with any. I wanted to come out with a huge pile of snacks, like unusual ones, things that we don't normally have. You know, these have been here since Saturday, like I said, so we have tried these. I did get these years ago. Corey really enjoyed them. They were £1.19 for that pack. That was like really pushing my happy price place. You know, I always have these sort of budget for items in my head, and like £1 for a packet of snacks is about it, so that 19p really hurt. But yeah, Corey really likes these. They're like a biscuit with toffee in the middle and chocolate over the top. Yeah, I quite like it. It wasn't as good as I remember. You know, when you have things as a kid, you always remember them differently. It was good, don't get me wrong, I'd buy them again, but not what I remembered. The wagon wheels I haven't had yet. Now these are the ones with the jam in. Never get the other ones, they're just too boring. You've got to have the ones with the jam in as well. 99p, this is a 6-pack. Corey's had 2 of them. Haven't had one yet. So again, this is one that I haven't had for years, so I'm hoping I'm not going to be disappointed. It was just something different. Yeah, I just want to get a load of snacks in so we can just have a choice when you want something rather than it being the same thing, because I tend to go for the same things because of prices and not wanting to spend much money. But I need to just get some snacks. But I've got to find them, because like I honestly thought that I'd come out with loads in Home Bargains is the place, but apparently not for me this day. Heating again. Seabrook, I've tried these before, but it's the normal crisps. I don't think I've tried the snacks. So this is actually like the onion rings, but it's a zingy prawn cocktail. So I just wanted to try them because I like prawn cocktail, so does Corey. There's 5 bags for 99p, which is actually a really good price for those. Now, I've got these drinks, so there's 2 there because they only came individually. Let me show you this one first. I'll go back. So we found this. It says dark cherry pop soda. It's a Planet Over Profit soda. 6 for 99p. So I thought, oh yes, that's great. Let's try it. Something new. 99p for 6 cans. Brilliant. In fact, it was so cheap that when the lady scanned it, she went to go on her tanno and I had to say to her, no, they are actually 99p. Like, they're on the shelf at 99p. And there's 2 other flavours. There was a lemon one and an orange one, but it was like this. You know, I could say this is cherry, but it's not. It's dark cherry. And the others had lemon, but something lemon and something orange. Oh, I think the orange might have had a blood orange. No, that's that. Sorry, I'm getting mixed up. So anyway, you get 6 cans. So I opened it up, and what I didn't read, because it's up here in small print, like it just says dark cherry there, and then pop soda. You don't think of reading all the small print. So this is actually Morello cherries and dark chocolate. So that, you know, already thought, oh, I don't know about that. I know they go together, but this is a drink, and it's just different. Some drinks you just, anyway. We tried it. Corey and I both tried them. It's like a very, very weak soda. So it's like water with a hint of flavour. It's fizzy, barely. You get like the hint of cherry, but then there's that aftertaste, which is obviously the chocolate. It just doesn't work. I'm so disappointed. I love cherry. Just doesn't work. There is 4 in there, I think. There's 3 in there. Did Corey drink one? Was it a 4-pack? Now I'm confused. No, it was a 6-pack. Okay, I don't know. Maybe Corey did like it and he's drinking it. No, he said he didn't like it. I have no idea what's going on with that. That's very random. I'm going to put them in the food bank, I guess. They'll take fizzy drinks, won't they? It's just a drink. Yeah. So I picked these ones up as well, because this is the same company. It says pink grapefruit and blood orange. I actually didn't see the blood orange. I just saw pink grapefruit on the front. I love grapefruit. I like blood orange. shouldn't be a problem, but again, I'm going to try one in a minute. Actually, I've got a really dry mouth. I'll let you know in a minute. I'm going to open them in a sec. So these ones were 39p. I picked one of these up. This is the Primula. This one actually isn't in the fridge section, which is weird. It's cheese and ham, and I like Primula, and I just thought ham just sounds nice. Apparently Corey says he doesn't think he likes this one, so I'm hoping he doesn't, because I'll get it then. 79p for that tube. It is 100 grams one. I got these again. I do like these. 59p a bottle. This is the bitter shandy. I don't know, you know, if you're from the UK. I don't know if they did them anywhere else. Like, remember the penny sweets? I think these were 2 penny sweets though. So you get the little cola bottles, the chewy cola bottles, and then you get chewy beer bottles, which were bigger. So I feel like they were 2p, not a penny. And this tastes exactly like those sweets. Really, really good. I thoroughly enjoy these. Every time I go to Home Bargains, if I see these, I'll pick up a couple. They do them in cans as well, but I couldn't find any cans. I picked this trolley buddy up because I only ever really use a trolley when I'm with Blossom, because usually like if I'm shopping, I'm doing the food shop where I have my shopping trolley, so it goes straight in there. So the only places that I ever really go where we need an actual trolley where you need a coin is with Blossom, and she has one. So I don't know why I've got this. But there was a reason behind it. We said I should get one. I should have one just in case. I don't know. I never have a pound coin. But it was 39p. They had the smiley face. They have a silver one with a pink heart. A silver one with a black heart. So it's like silver. And one that's just got a little trolley on it. 39p. Yeah, I can't remember. There was a reason at the time. I mean, just so I could have my own trolley, I guess. I don't know. 99p for these toothbrushes. These are the ones I like. Actually needed to pick some more up because I don't even know how I managed it, but I dropped mine and Corey's on the floor the other day, so it was just lucky we had 2 left, but now I have none, so I wanted to pick a couple up. These are the medium ones, but they're the ones with, you can't really see it, but on the back of the toothbrush it has the serrated bit. Is that bit I'm talking about? Your bumpy bit, so it sort of cleans the inside of your mouth as well, and I like those. But yeah, they're really, really good for 99p. So that's what we got in Home Bargains. Then, like I said, we popped into the range, and I just said, can we just pop downstairs just to see, because the toilet's upstairs, if they've got anything that I can get off my list. We did find the forks. I'm very specific about the forks. A lot of forks, this part of the fork, from the bit that goes in your mouth, is very long. And I just don't like them. I like the small ones. So I can get forks other places, but I'm after specific ones. These are the closest I've been able to find. They were, for 4 of them, £1.49, which isn't too bad. And this is the closest thing I could get to the bottles I was talking about. I wasn't really thinking of these. I was thinking of just the white ones, but this works better because it's got the little lids on it. So I'll probably put the balsamic in the brown one, because balsamic's brown and oil's got no colour, like it's an orangey, so it doesn't really matter. I'll write on them anyway. So there'll be one for the balsamic and one for the oil, and that was £1.99. I could have got the white one in there, but for one on its own it was £1.49, so I would have been paying an extra £1 because I wanted 2. So just for the colour, it doesn't really matter, does it? And Blossom checked and she said these are actually twist off lids, so they should be easy to refill as well. And yeah, that's what we purchased. When I transferred the camera back, I just tried. This is the grapefruit pink. It says pink grapefruit blood orange. It isn't massively fizzy still, but that's fine because I'm not like Pepsi is the one that's got loads and loads of fizz. I like Pepsi, but it's too fizzy, so I usually like shake some of the fizz out. So not having too much fizz is good. I can taste the orange. I can't taste any of the grapefruit, so it's a little bit disappointing because I actually really like grapefruit. I would buy that again for 39p if I was in there and I was thirsty. I probably wouldn't go out my way for it. If they had 6 for 99p, I would get them, but I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know if that's a 6-pack or a 4-pack. It doesn't say anywhere on the packet. It's very strange, but I'm not going to overthink it because I've already overthought it. So yeah, we went into those shops, we picked up those bits, and then we went and picked Chip up. And yeah, so Chip's home. We sat in the car for ages and talked outside. and that was the day. I can't remember what else I did that day. So, you know, my brain's all over the place. I'm not going to cut any of this out. I could redo things, I could pause things, and I could re-say it, but you know I don't like doing that, and it's not because I'm too lazy to do it, because I would do it if there was a reason for doing it. But my channel is real life, showing what real people go through. You know, if you've been here for a while, you know that, you know, I always have trouble, maybe words coming out of my mouth that weren't supposed to come out of my mouth, that it was supposed to be a different words, and then I'll just edit it in somewhere. But you know, so we have the fibro thing, but you know, grief, I've gone through so many things in my head, so much. I feel like I've said everything already, but I haven't, because I haven't spoken to anyone. So you know, grief, people deal with grief in different ways, but a lot of grief happens, things happen that you have no control of. I have like memory gaps, or just like nothing happening in my brain, or I can't say a sentence because I can't think of the words, and not at all, like it's not there. Not knowing, you just forget things. I can't explain that bit any differently. I know a lot of you have gone through it, but you know, a lot of us go through grief, and you know, my daughter passing, my mum passing, my granddad passing, and Chip and Dale, the grief has been massively different with each one. So you know, nobody can say, oh, you know, such and such passed, I know how I'm going to deal with it when this happens. You don't. You know, you would hope you know, but until you're doing it, you don't. So I spent a lot of the weekend googling urns and just memory things. Corey's, I think he's ready to get the urn. I felt that, you know, he's home, so I should. They're both home, so I should. And I joined Facebook groups, you know, like pet bereavement groups, which it's helpful in a way, because there's people like who's going through it now, like I am, all the way up to like, you know, years and years ago, and people can they're very supportive, they're really good, and they're not, you will go through this, you will go through that. Then none of them are saying that. They are very much, you know, somebody's saying I'm going through this, is that normal? They'll say, well, that's normal, you might experience this, or you could experience that, you know, I'm at this stage and this is what I'm experiencing at the moment, but I did go through that, or I didn't go through that, but I'm going through this. So like, it's helpful like that, because if I'm going through something, somebody else is going through it, it makes you feel a little bit not so, I don't even know the words for half of them, out of control. I'm having to do the YouTube videos, couple of reasons. It's all I've got right now, and I'm not talking. I talk to, like I said, I talk to Blossom, I'll talk to Corey, but I don't tell them everything that I'm going through, because I don't want that burden on them. They're going through stuff too. They, you know, they're dogs as well. You know, I go to work. The first day I went to work on the Monday, one of the managers, she's a newer manager, I was all ready for it. I'm going to be strong, I'm not going to say anything, I'm just going to get through the day. And it was like, as soon as the door opened, she asked me how I was, and I, like, something simple like, how are you? I can't say I'm okay when I know how desperately I'm not right now. It feels like I'm lying, and I don't like doing that. I mean, and I know it's just one of them things people just say, you're right, but they don't really want to know. Like, it's just one of those greeting things that people do. They don't necessarily want to know. But I broke down straight away and I told her, but I said, like, I don't want to talk about it because I don't want to get emotional. She's been great. Like, she'll come over, you know, when I see her, she'll just put her hand on my shoulder or something, just say, you're right. She means it, you can tell. But she knows that I don't want to talk about it too much. I don't want to get too emotional. And she says, you know, I'll leave you alone. I'll make sure you go and do your bit. And that's great. Some people have said, you know, how are you? And I've said, you know, I'm not good, but I can't talk about it. And they're great. You know, I have very supportive work colleagues. I'm really lucky. One the other day, she's been, I think she was on holiday last week, and she doesn't do the same shift as me. She does that as like overtime sometimes. And I'd walk past her. She just come up later on and she didn't say anything, just gave me a cuddle. Because she knows me. And I broke down. So she knows. Because I proper broke down. I know you can't put that on someone and then not tell them what's going on. So I told her. So her and her daughter knows. Yeah, there's a couple of people who weren't know. But they're all really good. And they're all really supportive. And they know what I'm like. So they don't push the subject. But I'm really not, I don't tell anybody because I don't want to be talking about it all the time, because I'm just going to be crying all the time. And there's a lot of people that just don't get it, do they? Like, I know most of you do. You get the fact, you know, you saw my channel, like, they were there all the time. They've literally, they're my life. You know, I've got my kids, don't get me wrong, like, Blossom's got her own life and she, you know, she's left home. Corey, he's at work from 8 till 5:30. So 5 days a week, it was just me and the dogs. And I'm missing them desperately, and I'm desperately sad. But I'm also lost. I don't know what I'm supposed to do now. I know. See, this is the thing. This is the really frustrating thing. Is I know that it's still very raw, and I know that most of what I'm going through is normal. I'm not experiencing like some massively abnormal thing. I'm aware of that. I don't even know what I'm trying to say now. Like, I know that it's like, I thought of this. I remember taking Chip for a walk and saying, I know where, like, it could just happen today or it could happen next week. I know that. But when it happens, you can know something, but then when it happens, it's different still. So I know all these things. I know it's raw, and I know these are very normal feelings. But I can't see a way out of it. And I know that's normal as well. Like, I'm not supposed to see a way out yet. I just can't see the point in anything. Like, I go to work, I come home to an empty house. And I can't do most things in the house. Like, I can't wash the bedding on the blankets on the sofa because Chip was on that last, so I can't clean that. I can't clean his bowls. His water bowl, I had no choice but to do the food bowl, clearly, because there's food in it. That would be gross. But that was devastating. I can't, you know, there's things on the floor or whatever, and I can't do that. I can't, you know, I've got tablets there and I've got piles of tablets there. I can't do anything with that. I can't move anything because it feels like I'm erasing him. I know that's not, I know, see, I know, this is so frustrating. And I have to tell you, because if I don't tell you, I can't tell anybody. And I know that would be a bad thing. I keep saying, I know, that would be a bad thing not to get it out of my head. And it goes around and around and around, and I think, okay, well, let's get on and just talk. If I talk shit, you can turn off. You can put me on the background if you don't want to hear it anymore, or you can listen because maybe somebody's going through it too and they need it. I know from my experience right now that when I'm on like Facebook and I'm reading what other people go through, there's sometimes things touch too close to home and then I'll just scroll past that one. But knowing that other people have dealt with what they're going, you know, the same thing, they felt the same as me, it helps knowing that I'm not alone in it. So, that all came from urns. So I googled urns and stuff, and I'm sure Corey's ready to do that. Corey Corey wants to just move on, I think. Like, he mentioned a dog. He said he's been thinking about a dog for a while, and he said, I know it's not the right time right now. Who knows what the future brings. Maybe there'll be a time when I decide to, but I don't think I want a dog, and I feel bad for Corey for that. Because he's obviously dealing with something, you know, boys don't talk, they don't tell you anything, so I don't know what he's going through. I know he's spending a bit more time with his friends, so that, you know, hopefully he gets that out. I don't know if boys do that, do they? I don't know. But I think he's ready to get an urn and all that googling and stuff, and then I realised I'm not ready yet. They're on the shelf at the moment. I think it's more, I don't want to rush it because it has to be right. Yeah. So that's what I'm going through right now. I'm not crying all the time. I mean, I'm not crying all the time. I've been numb a lot. I do, like, where I just, nothing, no emotions, things spin in my head, but no, not crying or whatever. I can get through most of a shift like that. I think the days are getting harder, as in, I thought, you know, like, you expect to be crying a lot and everything, like, at the beginning, and then as the days go on, maybe it'll be a little bit less and a little bit less, not daily, whenever, but most of last week I'd cry in the bedroom or a little bit at work if I was in a corner, but I'd managed to get it under control, and it was just numb the rest of the time. But I'd say Monday it started and it's just way worse. Like I said yesterday, I literally couldn't stop crying all day, proper sobbing ones as well. Yeah, so I don't know if that's normal and then it will fade out a bit more later on, or, but I guess crying's a good thing because it's getting it out of your body. I don't know. Does it? Okay, I'm going to stop because I've been talking for like 13 minutes and I don't really think anything's been achieved. I've just rambled. Maybe I'll feel better for it later on, who knows. I hope I haven't made any of you feel worse. I've got to turn the heating on as well, off as well. So you're all updated as of right now. I've done a little haul. I have been randomly just going, you're going to have a pound store haul because pound store's right next to my shop, and I've been going in the shops, or a number of shops straight from work, and just wandering around just so I don't have to come straight home. So I've been randomly picking bits up in the pound store, so I've got a bag of pound store stuff, so we'll do a pound store haul. We're on Wednesday, so I don't know if to do it this week or if we'll wait till next week, or I don't know. So there's a pound store haul coming up. Saturday's haul, Corey's come with me because he's actually got Friday off work, so he wants to come with me. So who knows what Friday's shop is going to be. It was Saturday's haul, isn't it? It's Saturday's haul, but I shop on the Friday, so who knows what's going to be on that. You know, when your kids go with you, I know he's an adult but he's still my kid, random things is going to end up in there that I wouldn't normally buy. I'm sure that's going to happen. So I'm going to go now because, again, I'm still rambling. I've just added a couple more minutes to that. So I hope you're having a good Wednesday, and I am sending you good vibes as I always do, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.